Hey, it's Dennis from Best Band America reminding you that these musicians work their butts off, and it's not really a big win for them for the most part. It's really a labor of love, because if you are a local band and you play a lot of cover tunes and you play weddings and stuff, you can make a decent living. But if you want to be fulfilled and write your own music, you got to go out and market yourself. And if you do that, you may find that it takes a lot of your time and it takes your energy. Or you have agents and you have booking people that take some of your money because you need help, because you can't do it all by yourself. You know, and here's the sad truth. There's no radio stations talking about new bands. There's nobody, not even TV shows, much less, internet shows talking about new bands. There's nobody introducing us to new bands. There's a guy out in Toledo named Jeff Lamb. He announces new bands in his area. I'm sure there's other people around the country doing that. I'm doing a little tiny thing trying to show people all the different types of music that are available in America. But the truth of the matter is, the bands do all the work. And if you don't support them, then they wouldn't be able to do the work. And frankly, at the price of tickets for big major concerts, local bands are how we pick up most of our music. And if you hear about a band playing their own music and trying to support themselves, y'all should go out and hear them and hear what they came up with. Because you know what? All cover tunes, all favorite songs that you and I like started out as an unknown song by some songwriter. So Best Band America celebrates the unsung songwriters. We're trying to find these people and get them out to you so you hear about them. And the other piece that they have is they have the internet, and the internet is crowded and there's loaded with people and there's so much noise and they're trying to get heard. And the more you put your stuff on the internet, the less money you get. So you have to put it out there enough to attract people to buy something, whether it's merchandise or music or both. Spotify is not a big payer. There's not a lot of money there. You can go to Bandcamp, but then you got to modify your marketing plan to sell your music over there, because you got to get people over to that site. So it's a really, really tough road for a lot of these musicians. So when you hear about a band that's really good, that's happening and everybody's excited to go see them, you probably should go see them, because sometimes it just happens. It all comes together, the band, the people, the music, the community, and then you've got something, and then you've got something to write home about, as they say. So Best Band America loves that, and that's the kind of bands we've been looking for. There's an emerging band we shot, Too Hot for Leather. They're touring hard this summer, trying to get their name out there, and they've booked a whole bunch of shows all over the place, and it's fascinating to watch them work at it. JT Hayden Band books themselves really tight. They're great bookers. They get it done. Carrie Zaz Band played 105, 110 shows last year. Just an amazing amount of work. Jason Cale plays 3 or 4 times a week, it seems like. I'm not sure. The Irregulars don't play. They're a little more irregular, but they play a wide variety of music and a huge song list. Guy Valek and Blue Velvet play quite a bit, and they have quite a body of work. And they also play with a combination of other musicians out on Long Island, keeping them really busy and active in the music community, And did I forget anybody? JT Hayden out in Toledo booking themselves. Oh, Staff Johnson plays infrequently, more like the Irregulars, but they have a great bunch of original music, and they keep it all together in their group and grow their sound. And of course, Jack Spann and the New Wild Horses, what an amazing amount of work that they write and create and produce. There's so much good content coming out of there. So all these bands have their own content, they have their own life, they have their own feel, their own vibe, and they're trying to get it out to you. And they're not making a lot of money. Even if they're super popular, they're not going to make a lot of money unless they become a giant sensation. So most of what we do in our lives, we don't become super duper stars. We become regular stars, and maybe stars in our community. And a lot of people make us move and shake and dance and feel good every day, every night, every weekend. We should celebrate that, and we should talk about that a little bit more. And I think people will appreciate that, and there'll be a lot more good new music coming out, because more people are going to get inspired to create music, because that's really what it's all about. We've got to create new music. We've got to express ourselves, and we've got to get out there and shake a leg and do something and dance and move around a little bit, because you know what? Life's passing you by. This is the Super Bowl. You're the quarterback, and you're in the game, and you got to play right now. So get out, dance, work, play, laugh, sing, do all the things you're supposed to do in your life. But whatever you do, go hear live music and do it for the musicians. Do it for them and for the people that support them, because they really go out of their way for you. I'm Dennis O'Brien. This is Best Band in America podcast. We're coming out with the show next month in July 2026 for season 1, and we're shooting season 2 now. And if you have a band, send it to me, info@bestbandamerica.com. See ya.